The 5 Types of Wealth by Sahil Bloom. For generations, success has largely been measured by financial achievement. Income, investments, business growth, and net worth have become the default scorecards for determining whether someone is winning professionally and personally. The 5 Types of Wealth challenges that assumption by encouraging readers to evaluate success through a broader lens. Rather than treating money as the ultimate destination, the central idea is that a truly rich life is built by intentionally developing multiple forms of wealth that support one another over time. This perspective is particularly relevant for entrepreneurs, executives, and business owners. Many high performers eventually discover that professional accomplishments can come at the expense of health, relationships, personal freedom, or fulfillment if success is pursued too narrowly. The book encourages readers to think of life as a diversified portfolio. Just as wise investors avoid placing every dollar into a single asset, wise leaders avoid investing every ounce of energy into only one measure of success. Financial wealth is an enabler. Financial wealth remains an essential part of a successful life because it creates stability and expands opportunity. Money reduces uncertainty, provides security, and gives individuals greater flexibility to make intentional decisions about their future. The important distinction is that financial wealth works best as a tool rather than an identity. When money becomes the only definition of success, each achievement simply creates another target, making satisfaction increasingly difficult to sustain. Viewing money as a resource changes decision-making. Instead of asking only whether an opportunity produces more income, leaders begin asking whether it also improves their quality of life, strengthens relationships, or creates greater freedom. This shift encourages long-term thinking. Wealth becomes meaningful because of what it makes possible rather than because of the number attached to a bank account. Time is the most limited asset. Unlike money, time cannot be replaced once it has been spent. Every person receives the same 24 hours each day, regardless of position, experience, or financial resources. Many professionals unintentionally sacrifice increasing amounts of time in exchange for relatively small gains in income or status. Over time, calendars become filled with obligations instead of priorities. Time wealth is not simply having fewer meetings or shorter workdays. It is having meaningful control over how time is invested and ensuring daily activities reflect long-term values. This concept is especially important for business owners. A successful company should eventually create greater flexibility, not become another source of constant demands that eliminate personal freedom. Intentional scheduling also requires recognizing opportunity cost. Every commitment accepted inevitably replaces another opportunity that may have been more valuable. Relationships multiply every other form of success. Professional achievement often depends on relationships, yet relationships are frequently treated as something that will naturally take care of themselves. Strong personal and professional connections actually require consistent attention over many years. Trust grows through reliability, shared experiences, genuine curiosity, and consistent presence. Like financial investments, meaningful relationships become stronger through regular deposits rather than occasional grand gestures. Leaders who intentionally develop strong relationships often create healthier organizations. Employees collaborate more effectively, communication improves, and difficult conversations become easier because trust already exists. The same principle applies outside the workplace. Family, friendships, and supportive communities frequently become the foundation that helps individuals navigate periods of uncertainty and significant change. Physical health supports sustainable performance. Professional ambition sometimes encourages people to postpone caring for their health until later in life. Exercise, sleep, recovery, and nutrition gradually become negotiable whenever workloads increase. The problem is that declining health eventually limits performance in every other area. Energy decreases, decision-making suffers, stress becomes more difficult to manage, and resilience begins to erode. Physical wealth should therefore be viewed as productive capacity rather than appearance alone. Strength, endurance, mobility, mental clarity, and consistent energy all contribute directly to better leadership. Investing in health is not separate from building a successful career. It helps create the stamina required to sustain meaningful work over decades instead of only during short periods of intense effort. Purpose creates lasting fulfillment. External accomplishments alone rarely produce lasting satisfaction. Promotions, business growth, and financial milestones often provide temporary excitement before attention shifts toward the next objective. Mental wealth comes from developing an internal foundation built on purpose, gratitude, curiosity, resilience, and self-awareness. These qualities create stability even when external circumstances inevitably change. People who define themselves exclusively by career success become vulnerable whenever markets shift, organizations change, or unexpected setbacks occur. A broader sense of purpose creates resilience because identity extends beyond professional achievements. Purpose also improves decision-making. When leaders understand what matters most, they can evaluate opportunities according to values instead of simply reacting to short-term incentives. Business applications. The ideas behind the 5 forms of wealth extend naturally into organizational leadership. Successful businesses certainly require strong financial performance, but lasting organizations create value beyond quarterly results. Time wealth appears when leaders simplify unnecessary processes, eliminate wasted meetings, and empower employees to make decisions without excessive bureaucracy. Respecting people's time often improves both engagement and productivity. Social wealth develops through trust, transparency, collaboration, and consistent communication. Organizations with strong relationships typically adapt more effectively during periods of uncertainty because people solve problems together rather than protecting individual interests. Physical wealth influences workplace performance by recognizing that sustainable excellence requires manageable workloads, reasonable recovery, and healthy habits. Burnout may produce short-term output, but it rarely produces long-term innovation. Mental wealth emerges when employees understand why their work matters. Clear purpose, meaningful contribution, and thoughtful leadership often create stronger commitment than compensation alone. The broader lesson is that organizations flourish when leaders intentionally build environments where financial success strengthens, rather than diminishes, the lives of the people creating it. Actionable takeaways. One of the book's most valuable insights is that success should be evaluated across multiple dimensions instead of relying on a single financial scorecard. Periodically reviewing where time, energy, and attention are actually being invested provides a more accurate picture of overall progress than income alone. Another important takeaway is that every important area of life compounds over time. Financial decisions, health habits, professional relationships, and personal priorities rarely produce immediate transformation, but consistent investments create remarkable long-term results. The book also reminds leaders that balance does not require equal attention every day. Instead, it requires ensuring that no critical dimension of life is neglected for so long that future success becomes more difficult to achieve. Perhaps the most enduring lesson is that wealth should expand life rather than consume it. Financial achievement becomes significantly more valuable when it creates greater freedom, deeper relationships, stronger health, and a clearer sense of purpose. Viewed together, these 5 dimensions provide a practical framework for making decisions that support both professional excellence and personal fulfillment. Leaders who intentionally invest across each area are more likely to build careers that remain rewarding long after financial goals have been achieved. If you enjoyed this summary, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more leadership and personal development insights. New episodes break down influential books into practical ideas that busy professionals can apply in less than 10 minutes. Bloom, Sahil. The 5 Types of Wealth. Ballantine Books, 2025.